Hey everyone, my name is Josh, and this is a Minecraft 80% set speed glitch speedrun, where the goal is to defeat the Ender Dragon and get the end credits as quickly as possible. It is using a set seed, so I know where everything is, and it is using glitches, so we use an in-game timer instead of the real timer. That's the timer in the top right, the in-game timer, and the real time is in the top left. But we use the in-game timer to account for different loading speeds between different computers. Anyway, we start next to a village on this seed, and we get a chest plate, some iron, gold, apples, and obsidian, which is very nice, and I'm going to start duping that immediately. I dupe everything except for the iron. I don't really need to dupe that. And I'm going to use the wood for obviously crafting and to make some beds later. And then I'm going to use the gold for trading and to make golden apples, which will be our source of food. And the obsidian is so I can get to the nether, because the nether is the fastest way to get to the stronghold on this seed. So anyway, we're going to dupe this 3 times, and then I'm going to start crafting. One thing you may notice at certain points through the run is that audio cuts out. That's a problem where my computer isn't loading OpenAL. Obviously it didn't work this time, but sometimes when the game loads, it doesn't get, or the OpenAL library doesn't get initialized. I don't know why that happens, but just bear with it. Sorry about that. Anyway, I made a pick and a shovel there. I actually don't need to make a pick anymore. We rerouted it to not do that, but I've kind of made a mistake there. So it doesn't really matter. The pick kills the sheep faster, so it's not a real time loss. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to dupe some more items here. At this point I want to dupe the gold, wood, emeralds, and wool. And the wool and the wood is for beds. Here, the audio is broken here, but anyway, sorry about that once again. But yeah, the emeralds are so we can get more trades, and yeah. The main feature to having a village at the start of any set seed run, or any Minecraft speedrun, is that clerics trade Eye of Enders in their 3rd tier trade. You need to trade with the cleric twice to unlock its 2nd and 3rd tier of trades. The 1st tier allows you to trade gold for an emerald, so that gets us our emerald we need, and since we had gold, that's nice. And the 2nd tier is emerald for redstone or lapis. That's useless, and there's the redstone right there. And the 3rd tier, which is the one you care about, and the one I make sure unlocked right there. Sometimes it doesn't unlock if you quit the game too quickly. But yeah, the 3rd tier is 7 to 11 emeralds for an Eye of Ender. And we're hoping it's 7 to 9 so that I can get 3 from this trade. But sometimes, like we see right here, it's 10, so I have to get 2. And that means I have to do 1 extra dupe later, but not a huge deal. I also make a crafting bench here since I'm likely not going to travel by my crafting bench again, and I do want to craft beds and golden apples. But yeah, so I load the game. We have an in-game time of 1:09, which is great right now. Pretty happy with that. It could be a little bit better, but yeah, I force quit immediately there because the items are after I pick up the items, because the items will be back on the ground. The reason duping works is because the game saves your inventory for some reason before it saves the level. So if you force quit the game quickly enough, it won't save the level, but it will save your inventory, so you'll get the items twice. And my golden apple crafting is really sloppy here, but that's okay. I don't think golden apples are actually super necessary for this run, but it is what it is. Now I need a brown villager, and I get really lucky here, and the first brown villager I find is a Fletcher. The benefit to having a Fletcher is that he trades bow and arrow for you, but the brown villagers only have a 1/4 chance of being a Fletcher. So a lot of times we need to look around or use a glitch that Funderful recently found that that allows you to reset what the brown villager is. But I don't need to do that since I have this, and 3 stacks of arrows is way more than I need. But yeah, I'm done with the village. It was pretty fast, good RNG on the Fletcher, and we're ready to go. So my enter nether time is, I believe, 152, which is okay. 152.64.5 is worse than my last couple runs, but I also did more crafting in this one. I need to jump this lava here. A zombie pigment's in my way, but I actually make it over. Minecraft's weird collision detection did get me a hit there, but I didn't catch on fire, so that's all that matters. And yeah, I'm going to travel to the end of the nether. This is another trick that was found by Funderful. If we make the nether portal here and stand on the right square of it, so you need to stand on the right and in the middle of the right, we will go directly to the portal room. and that's why we don't need a pickaxe anymore. But like I said, I made it anyway. It was an accident. I'm sorry. So yeah, here's the end portal. It's a little laggy to pick up the items there, but it is what it is. And I'm in the end. We have a starting time of 2:30:50, which is fantastic. Well, not fantastic actually. It's been better for me before, but I'm happy with it. The end is what's really fantastic. The way to kill the Ender Dragon is to destroy the crystals, because the crystals heal him, and then blow him up with beds, because Mojang made it so that you can't sleep in the nether, or in the nether end. So they made the beds explode if you try to use them. And these explosions actually are more powerful than TNT explosions, so they do a ton of damage to the dragon. So yeah, I take out those two ender crystals, and if you notice, there's no ender crystals really in the middle of the island, which is what really matters, because that means that we can really focus on hitting the dragon and not worry about him healing too much. So I already have 2 hits on the dragon. I've already dealt almost half his health. And once again he attacks because he's being very aggressive in this run. And we now have 3 hits on the dragon. Unfortunately I didn't do enough damage in that one to really get it, so it's possible to hit him with 4 beds. Usually you want the end to be a 4-bed fight, but if the Ender Dragon is being this aggressive, it doesn't really matter. And now he's on pretty much no health. And once again the Ender Dragon comes after me. So here it is. That's the end of this run. The run officially ends when I fall into the portal and the end credits start, and that's going to happen right here. And that's it. The time was 4:07:40, and I had a real time of 6:37 approximately. So yeah, anyway, I'm probably never going to do this category, and that's the best end I've ever seen, for me at least. I know there's been a couple ends that are just as good in Set Seed Glitchless, even a little bit better since they have to do some bridging, about 20 seconds worth to actually get to the end island to fight the dragon. But yeah, I've never had an end like that, and I was honestly thrilled when it happened. This run is not completely dead. I know Illumina has already been on sub 4 pace, and Thunderful is getting pretty good now. Once his village time gets better, because I know his village was 240 in his previous world record, which was a 516, and I'll link that in the description. But once that gets to around the time I have, he'll easily be able to do this as well, because Thunderful is really good at the end, and really good at Minecraft in general. But anyway, yeah, I'm done with this run for now. I think sub 4 will happen sooner than we expected, and really no one was even talking about sub 4 for a while, but it's definitely possible now. So I hope it happens soon, and I probably won't do it. I'm going to be focusing on all achievements for a while. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye.